Peace, 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 peace. Shalom. Hotep. Namaste. Alafia. Salam alaikum. Osio to my Indians. You hear me? How's everybody doing? Matter of fact, I don't even want to make that a question. I know everybody doing good for no reason at all. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's going on. Cause whatever going on, it's been going on. You see? And if it been going on, that means we had ample time. We had ample opportunity. You see? We had ample chances to learn the lessons of what's been going on. See? Because if it's going on now, it's been going on. And if it's going on now, if it ain't going on now, according to what's been going on, because you paid attention to the patterns, you see, you learned pattern recognition, you see, by now, then it's because you've been doing the shadow work. For those who come across this message and what's been going on, still going on, it's because you ain't did no shadow work. So I got a whole bunch of opportunities to give you an opportunity. I got a whole bunch of videos to give you an opportunity to do just that. Because if you new here, that's what we do here. You hear me? I'm known as Zawu, and I ain't here to tell you what to do. I ain't here to tell you what you gotta do. But in all that I say, I'm gonna share a lot of things that you can do. You hear me? And I ain't saying cause it worked for me, it'll work for you. But it worked for me. So that's the evidence that it could work for you. You hear me? All you gotta do is be brutally honest with yourself through it. You heard? I ain't come through the, you know, it's 4:13. It's 4:13, man. In the wee hours of the morning. You hear me? When the ancestors really get busy in the morning. You hear me? And though I was supposed to do this yesterday, y'all already know how I go. A lot of times things don't, in most cases, things don't work on our time, you know. And I'm led to say in all cases, things don't work on our time. Because in most cases, we just think it do. You hear me? Until we get in divine time, and we start learning different. But I just came through the, you know, to put some things on our brain, you know. Because we play hide and seek through everyone we meet until we ready to meet ourselves. Yeah, we play hide and seek through everyone we meet until we meet ourselves. And the reason that I say that is because every interface that we have, you know, with another being, you know, we're having an interface with ourselves. And in most cases, when we're having interactions and interfaces with different beings that we call people, if it's not a pleasant encounter, then we don't see it as a reflection of ourselves. We'll see ourselves separate from it. But if it's a good encounter, you know, we quick to attach in the unification, you know, of what's taking place, you know. So I just came to touch a few things because we need to learn the difference between people who not afraid of you. We need to know the difference between the people who not afraid of you being your higher self, and the people who don't. We need to be aware of the difference between the people who not afraid of you being your higher self and the people who don't. And the clue to being able to recognize this is the people who do, they're going to push you. The people who do, they're going to challenge you. The people who do going to push you to be better than you never been. The people who do going to challenge you to be better than you never been. You know, the people who do gonna motivate you to be better than you never been. The people who do gonna inspire you to be better than you never been. Because the people who do trying to do that same thing within themselves. Message. So the people who trying to do that same thing in themselves, if you in contact with them, you know, and they see you as they see themselves, they're gonna do that same thing in their relationship with you. And the reason that I point that out is because many times we don't understand it. Many times we don't take whatever criticism, we don't take whatever advice, we don't take whatever insights, you know, we may be given, or we may be being given from these people who sometimes, you know, care about us more than we care about ourselves, and that's the space that we be trying to love us from. But due to that's the space they be trying to love us from. But due to the fact that we don't love ourselves, sometimes from the spaces that other people trying to love us from, you see. And when that light of love be shined upon us in those spaces that we don't, you know, we ain't necessarily learn how to love ourselves from, because of whatever traumas, you know, that's connected to those spaces that still got us blocked up. You see, we'll resist that, and you know, we'll resist them people. And sometimes, you know, like they say, you never know when you're being entertained by an angel. You see, and we all got we all got wings. You see. But everybody just ain't remember yet. So in the non-remembrance, some people still clip. You see, and if you're gonna get your wings, if you're gonna get your halo, you know, you gotta earn it here. Jesus can't do it for you. Buddha can't do it for you. Muhammad can't do it for you. Krishna can't do it for you. You see, Sawu can't do it for you. You're gonna have to do it for yourself. See, and Jesus said that, and Buddha said that, and Krishna said that, and a whole bunch of others said. Thoth said that. Wherever we want to go, it was said, and even if it wasn't said, somebody that tapped into it wrote about it, and that's a message. You see, message. See, because before we could write through communication, we was talking through communication. But now we're in a space where, you know, everybody want receipts. You see, and that ain't a bad thing, but it ain't all the good thing, because receipts can get you lost, because we forget before we had receipts, we had our mind. See, so somebody had to write it down. For it to get to us, somebody had to write it down, and before it got to us, somebody had to tell it so it could be wrote down. That's a message. You see, because we're in a space where, and the reason why I'm pointing on this, because we're in a space where if it ain't coming out of the book, you see, it's not being validated, and everything that's coming out of the book, you see, came through a person first, came through a being first, that was able to translate that information in order to put it in the book. So it's the same reason that I tell people to have your pen and pad, especially if you're coming through here and you watch me, have your pen and pad, because I know I'm gonna say something that get you activated. I know I'm gonna say something that get you sparked up. You see, I know I'm gonna say something. You see, that's gonna spark a flame in your brain, and take you to a space according to some timeline, you see, that you don't existed in. So, and insight's gonna come from that, and we need to be able to write it down. You know, it's just like, you know, you know, we need to know the difference. You know, we need to know the difference. We need to know the difference between, are you breathing or are you being breathed through? We need to know the difference between, if you die before you die, do you ever die? You see, we need to know the difference between, is your brain, if your brain is in your head, if your brain is in your head, then where is your mind? You see, we need to know the difference. You know, your level, because your level of healing determine whether you a leaking bucket, you see, or whether you a deep well. I'm gonna say it again. I ask the questions that I ask because it gives us a chance to grade ourselves. You see, we don't want nobody else critiquing us. Well, I give us an opportunity to critique ourselves. You see, you know, are you breathing or are you being breathed? If you die before you die, I'm slowing it down because I was in the monad. If you die before you die, do you ever die? If your brain is in your head, then where's your mind? You see, if you observing me on the other side of this camera, You see, observing you. Then what's observing us? Through me and you, observing each other. See, it's shit like this. See, so we could go, we could tap in on to any so-called spiritual teacher page or so-called master teacher page and hear them regurgitating the same old shit that everybody else don't regurgitate it to it, but not giving us no codes. Sawu the only one coming through giving us codes, and I'm giving us codes in the way that I share the shadow work aspect. I share the life experience aspect behind all these spiritual teachers that we don't read about. Not in today's time, in the past. Those who set the way for this present moment. Those masters, the Jesuses and the Buddhas and the Krishnas, you know, and the Toast and the so forth and so on. You see, everything that we doing now is built off this structure. But we in a day and time where we can't be doing it off the same structure or building off the same structure, you see, that got us to this point. You know, where are the beings who gonna come take everything that was already taught and use it in a way that it could take us further? Because all the present so-called master teachers, you see, that's all they doing, teaching what already been taught. But ain't nobody going into the healing aspect, what need to be healed, why it need to be healed. Not all, of few wills, you see. But it's more needed, it's more necessary, you see. Because like I say, if you don't vibrate with the planet, boy, sisters, brothers, you might be on your way up out of here. You see? So we're going to need to know these type of questions, you know, when it comes to your purpose here, why you here, you see, and if you were sent here or if you was birthed here, because there's a difference, you see. So I ask these questions so we can figure it out for ourselves, because every wave, think about the ocean, you see, every wave, think it's the ocean until they hit the shore and realize they all connected to the same body of water. Message. Message. See, I'm going in. And the reason that I point that out, and I'm going to repeat it, every wave think it's the ocean until they hit the shore. And then it realized they all connected to the same body of water. And as I say, I point that out because humans work the same way, man. Humans work the same way. We get so grandiose in our ego, to the point that we'll separate ourselves from everything that we are within ourselves, even though we're apart from it. You see? And just by that token, some people still lost in the world. You see? And versus those people who standing on top of it. And it's up to you to determine which one are you. And it's up to you to be honest about which one are you. You see? Because how you gonna recognize those that not? How you gonna get the lessons that they gonna come in to teach you? You see? Because woke don't mean challenge is over. Awareness don't mean obstacles over. You see? Being conscious don't mean the test is over. None of that mean that the initiation stopped. Because it don't. It's continuous. That's why. That's why. That's why. Though I don't record as much as I used to, everybody should still be putting in the work, especially if you've been here. You see, everybody should still be putting in the work, as if I'm still recording every single day. See? Because I can't do it for you. It's each and every one of our obligations. Each and every one of our responsibility. Each and every one of our accountability. If we're going to be accountable to ourselves. To dive as deep as possible into the mess. You see, dive as deep as possible into the toxicity. To dive as deep as possible into the darkness of ourselves, wherever it's at. See, wherever it's still lingering. You see? And still find a way back to remembering who you were before coming here. You see, not since you've been here, before coming here. And that takes true mastery. And that's what we're here for, ain't it? Self-mastery, right? So salute to the volunteers. Salute to the volunteers. When Source, when the guards, when the Senate masters and the hosts, you see, ask which one of y'all want to come to the other side and experience this thing in physical form. And when everybody went to looking at each other, I looked within myself and stepped up and said, I can, I will, and I am. So here I am. You hear me? And if that resonates with you, then that's why you're here. Because you can, you will, and I am. But I can't say that for you. I can only say that for me. So you're going to have to say that for you. You hear me? But like I say, I ain't come through to stay long. I just came to put some shit stains on our brain. You hear me? But that's why shadow work my best friend. And I encourage you to make it yours. You see? Because I know it don't just hold the trauma. It hold power too. It hold gifts. It hold talents. You hear me? As well as memories. And whether we know it or not, our shadow been more of a protector for us than our light. Yeah, our shadow been more protector for us than our light. So it ain't nothing bad about it. And it's so wild how they demonize the things that they want us to stay away from because they know the power. They know the power in it. But we're in a time where we're in the information age of Aquarius. So all information is being disclosed to the public domain. So here we is. So don't wait for nobody to tell you got the gift. You got to know you got the gift. And celebrate it in yourself. Don't expect for nobody to celebrate for you. Like I say, see, I keep my, see, this is why I keep my rose right here, a plastic one. See, because this don't die. Message, you hear me? But I keep it right here as my reminder, man. You gotta give yourself your flowers. You feel me? Because they'll know you got the gift, and instead of celebrating, and then we come across people who thought they could take it from us. Or we come across people who think they could duplicate it, or we come across people who think they could copy it, or we come across people who think they can repeat it, before they become it, before they embody it. And that's why a student should never try to outshine the master, because you ain't learned what they know yet. Message, you see. And plus, I'm tired of dealing with people like that. They only show them that they're only going to get a spiritual ass whooping in the end. You hear me? Which got us to this day and time right now. It's because we play hide and seek through everyone we meet, you see, until you meet yourself, you see. And I'm in the business of making sure if you meet me, when you meet me, you're going to meet yourself through me. You see, because that's all I know how to be. Authentically me. You hear me? Feel good for no reason at all. Feel good for no reason at all. If you ain't by now, you know what to do. And I shouldn't have to get here to tell y'all, man, hit the like button, share the video. You see, share the videos. If you got a comment, put it in the comment section. If you got a question, put it in the comment section. I'm not antisocial, and that should be evident by the fact of me being here, doing this. You hear me? You hear me? Because it's ancestor business, not just mine, yours too. This healing business, not just mine, yours too. This wholeness business, not just mine, yours too. See, because in myself, I see you, regardless if you see me in yourself. You see, so that's why we're here. That's why we're doing it. And knowing me is a life-changing experience. And anybody, and if you don't know me personally, you know, all you gotta do is find somebody that do, and they'll let you know it's a life-changing experience. And that don't mean that I've been perfect. But I am real. You hear me? Cause I'm not perfect. I'm just real. You heard? So until we do this again, I'm known as Sawu. Be you how you be you. Y'all see the ancestors busy cause my energy on another level. But it's safe to shine, family. It's safe to shine. It's safe to shine. So until we shine again, keep your sun up. I love y'all. Peace.